As I'm typing this answer, it's 3 a.m. in my time zone and I can't sleep. This has been what my nights are like every time I turn in for bed. Either I can stay up forever or I can drug-induce or melatonin-induce sleep, which may end up breaking even after I sleep. Nightmares. My rape happened at the hands of a prominent employer, and I barely knew him. From the date it happened through the series of cover-ups and investigations are all burnt like mini-movies in my mind. I had a car accident from sleep deprivation shortly after, so that car action replays itself often as well. When I fall asleep, I picture my ex-coworkers holding me down while he does it. I dream vividly of military fatigues since he was wearing them, and there are a lot of military-themed nightmares. Replays. I can be on a couch watching Game of Thrones, and suddenly I'll play out the exact same scenarios that happened, what could have happened differently, what might happen, etc. All of those thoughts will come with their exact emotions as well, so I'll suddenly realize I was crying, or I'll suddenly be extremely angry right up until I realize I am caught up imagining a scenario that is nowhere. I'm watching Got and Safe on my couch. Sometimes I'm driving and there won't be cars around me, but I'll feel exactly how I felt when I smashed into the back of a mammoth utility SUV. That collision impact feeling where I've hit something, but there are no cars around me. It's as though I saw the wall next to the road, thought what would happen if I got too close and hit it, and played it out in my head at warp speed. Social interactions. None. So strong as my need to be safe and avoid hurt, pain that I've somehow talked to and eliminated most of my friends and family based on real or perceived danger. At the office where it is potentially dangerous, I pick up on danger 10 steps before it happens. My reaction is 10 steps too early though. I'm only peaceful when I'm alone, so most of my friends have been relegated to text messages and occasional lunch dinner. I don't make eye contact with anyone. At this point I'd sooner someone try to stab me with a real knife than sit here chipping away at my life with their politics and comments. Emotional dysregulation. My emotions are on two settings, 0 and 1000. So either I'm numb, and I don't care if all my possessions are here or gone, and I'm completely disinterested in everything, or I'm extra engaged and something is my only reason for being alive for that moment. There is so much anger towards the injustice of rape and the fact that most people don't care. It doesn't matter what my actual emotion is, my almost immediate emotion instead is anger. Someone hurts me? Angry. I'm sad someone died? Anger. I'm embarrassed? Anger. I can't get my homework for grad school done? Anger. And hate for people who do bad things and get away with every last drop. It's a complete use of secondary emotions as primary ones, and I can tell the reason I'm not social at all is because at least when I'm alone, nothing triggers emotion. That's if there is emotion. Numbness. I'm numb. Dead inside. You think you know what loneliness is, being alone all the time? I should. But I don't. I'm numb. Once I go into the world outside, it's full of judgmental people who have no idea WTF they're asking, saying, doing, or suggesting almost 95% of the time. Unless someone is a highly specialized therapist with extreme PTSD, assault training, there's no way others take a moment from their lives of sunshine and lollipops to realize there are other people around barely alive. We are all here to serve the median population and their behaviors. How would it feel to you if you were in the last few years of time when a girl can get married or have kids, have a hate relationship with sex, fail all the other major milestones of time yet can't get yourself to even speak to someone? I sometimes feel devastated, suicidal, and sad, but it is overwhelming, and I still have to work because I have no one, so I'm numb, but I often visualize my own suicide and look up methods. Sometimes I sedate myself and just sleep through every hour that isn't a business hour. Praying for the end. Since I'm unmarried, have no kids, my immediate family has abandoned me, I barely have 2 real friends if that, and my job is always hanging by a thread, I often think of what my life is here to do. I wait for death and mourn the loss of my youth, and I'm too overwhelmed by depression to think anyone would touch me now unless it was to exploit or prey upon me. I fill my time with long-term plans to financially support myself in case my mind deteriorates later in life, but somewhere in my mind I am almost always praying that my life will end sooner than later. I'm 35. I have no idea what happiness feels like anymore, and I have a sense of being despondent. I think I must have been a very evil person in my last life to have gone through such an awful one. Countless therapy, drugs, etc. And no effect. I don't want anything, I don't want to be anything, I don't want to live anymore. I sense my life will invariably be cut short. Either by eventual poverty or suicide. To see me from the outside you'd have no idea I'm not a successful woman. And then you have idiots like Tony Robbins who print books telling you to take charge and not feel blue. Like this is clearly not a different brain from the one I had prior to my rape in structure, activity, and otherwise.